Today is June 25th, 2013. You're watching Speedrun. Saints Row 4 has been refused a rating by the Australian Classification Board. The game is the first to be denied classification in the country after the board decided the title includes interactive visual depictions of implied sexual violence, which are not justified by context, and illicit or prescribed drug use. Deep Silver said they're aware of the situation, and developer Volition is reworking some of the code to create a more suitable version for Australia. So much for taking the dubstep gun out back and shooting some dingoes, eh, Sheila? All is not well in Azeroth, as World of Warcraft accounts could be at risk again. Blizzard announced an increase of unauthorized logins through their Battle.net site, as well as the WoW mobile armory app. The publisher is reaching out to players whose accounts may have been hacked and who do not use an authenticator in an effort to curb the problem. As a result of the issue, the game's auction house mobile app is temporarily offline. In the meantime, Blizzard suggests users familiarize themselves with the account protection guidelines. Happy Ouya launch day! Well, for some of you at least. The Android-powered Kickstarter-funded platform launched today in North America and the UK. The console is available at most major retailers and has already sold out on Amazon, but the launch hasn't gone off without a hitch. CEO Julie Uhrman took to the console's Kickstarter page and apologized to some backers who still have not received their systems. She wrote, "I did not promise to ship to most of you before we hit store shelves. I promised to ship to all of you." Head of Operations Ken Stevens also wrote that the delayed shipments, the majority of which are to international backers, should arrive to players 15 to 17 days after launch. Some retailers are also reporting low or no-show shipments. Those of you who did get an Ouya have more than 160 free-to-try titles available to you today, with more coming every week. You know who else is angry today? This guy. This graphic designer, whose redesign of the Boston MBTA transit map was used in The Last of Us, and he had no idea. In a blog post, the designer wrote that no one from developer Naughty Dog contacted him to use his map, and he has contacted them expecting compensation. We took a look at High Moon Studios Deadpool game, which is out today. All of the inappropriate tomfoolery you associate with the Merc with a Mouth is there. It's like the developers took that ADHD nature of Deadpool himself and distilled it into the game's very design. The writing and voice acting is good, and overall it's a pretty goofy, self-aware satire. It's totally a Deadpool game. Chimichangas. As the world continues to turn and video games begin to age, how do we preserve them? Our latest feature takes an in-depth look at the art of preserving video games, a process akin to the delicate nature of caring for precious artifacts. The curators of the Strong National Museum of Play share their techniques and their personal stories behind their passion for preservation, in this riveting tale of an area of the industry we don't really give much thought to. I should also note that today is the 1-year anniversary of the Polynauts community. Happy birthday, you guys! You keep me smiling. Have a good night.